All right, y'all, we're back. It's been a while, but we're back. Welcome to the Pick Corner, where we cover fragrance, fashion, and tech. My name is Raheem Jones, and tonight's video is going to be a little bit of a mixture of fashion and fragrance. I'm wearing a fedora here. This is from one of my favorite companies called Southern Gents. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this hat tonight, as well as a topic that I've been wanting to cover for a while. I want to give you 3 inexpensive fragrances that you can wear, that you can buy, that smells absolutely amazing. These fragrances are some recent purchases, kind of a blind buy, just based off of the notes in the fragrance, but they're very, 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 very good smelling fragrances. So we're going to talk about those tonight. But before we get started into all of that, I want to kind of invite you to like, subscribe, tap the notification bell. Let's get that whole thing out of the way, right? You know, again, here we talk about fragrance, fashion, and tech. And you can follow us on all social media, Instagram, TikTok, and here YouTube is The Pick Corner. So let's jump right into it. I'm gonna start with this fedora. This is a very, very stiff straw hat. Straw hats are great for the summertime. Straw hats, it gives a lot of air for breathability. So when it's hot outside, it allows, some air to get into your head. This particular hat, again, this is from Southern Gents, has a beautiful green band. There's a feather. It's right here in the corner here. This is the, I think this is the Miller. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, this is the Miller Ranch straw hat. Again, very beautiful hat. It's very stiff. And the thing about straw hats that I've learned, especially since buying my last straw hat, it was a pork pie straw hat that I got from Two Roads. When I first got that hat, it was very, very stiff. It's a very stiff straw hat. It's a hat that over time, it kind of molded with the heat to the shape of my head, and it became more and more comfortable to the point that now when I put the hat on, it's just almost like it's molded to my head, right? And that hat, it fits perfect. It sits right, has the right height and everything. With this, it's the same kind of deal. Like when I first got it, I put it on and I'm like, ooh, this thing feels like it's kind of big. But Southern Gents do provide spacers that you can use. It's like these little rubber inserts that you can insert into the band of the hat, and what that'll do is that'll kind of size it down a bit and allows it to fit properly on your head. So for me, height's perfect. It's not moving, it's not going anywhere, it's not going to fall off, it's not going to blow off. But I know over time, as I wear this, especially as I wear it in the heat, it's going to begin to kind of mold and shape itself to the shape of my head, and it's going to get even more comfortable to the point where I can probably wear it in different ways. I can wear it like this, or I can wear it back if I want to, like that. I kind of prefer it really nowadays more so just sitting straight up and down. Again, especially with this feather detail. The feather detail gives it a little bit of a, I don't want to say formal, but it definitely enhances the appearance of the hat. The hat, it becomes a staple piece. You can put this on and you can dress it up in a number of different ways. Throw it on with some shorts, throw it on with a knit like this. You can even dress it up with simple, t-shirt. It's going to take any outfit that you have and it's going to elevate it. And again, because it's a straw hat, this is perfect and ideal for the summer. You don't want to wear a wool hat, right, in the summer with all the heat that we've been having lately. You're talking about 95 degrees, feels like 103. The felt hats, you want to leave them in the closet, save that for the fall, save that for the winter time, save that for even early spring, or even for date nights. You can pull out your felt or your wool fedora and wear those. But summertime during the day, going to the beach, going out for the day, straws is definitely where it's at. So again, definitely will highly recommend. I love all the hats from Southern Gents. The quality is there. It ships pretty quickly. I got this hat, I think I ordered it about 4 days ago, and I got it today. So it was pretty fast in terms of shipping. They ship out of Texas, I believe. And I think the cost, it was only about $155. But I believe if you order it right now, because we're getting towards the end of the summer season, you could probably get a little bit of a discount. So it might come down to about $126 or so. But great price for the hat. Quality is there, and I highly recommend it. Again, Southern Gents Fedora. So the first fragrance I'm going to jump into. Again, we're talking about inexpensive fragrances. These are fragrances that you can wear. They smell great, and they will not break the bank. You don't have to have 300 fragrances like I do, right? You can have good fragrances in your arsenal, things that you can grab, things that you can wear, and you can wear it in all different, types of situations, different times. But I'm going to give you 3 very, very good fragrances. And again, these were all blind buys, by the way. I've never smelled them. I kind of read the notes and said, ooh, I think that's going to smell really good. The companies are all companies that I have other fragrances with the exception of Cremo. So I know the quality is there. So I decided, let me go ahead and just, do this blind buy and go ahead and smell it. But let's jump into the first fragrance. Banana Republic Tobacco and Tonka Bean. So this fragrance comes in a beautiful purple bottle. Typical Banana Republic bottle, right? Nothing overly exceptional. It has a nice little top that snaps. Beautiful atomizer. It's crazy. So let's talk about this fragrance, right? I got this fragrance from TJ Maxx in Baltimore. I was there. We were there with the family. We were down. We were walking around the harbor, which, by the way, the harbor, I don't know what happened, but the harbor is not jumping the way that it used to jump. So we got bored. We decided, hey, let's go over to TJ Maxx. And of course, while I'm there, I'm always going to look to see what kind of fragrances are there, right? So we go there, and I noticed Banana Republic Tobacco and Tonka Bean. By the way, Tonka Bean is like one of my favorite notes, right? Like anything with Tonka Bean is an automatic win for me. So when I saw that it had tobacco, which smells great, and Tonka Bean, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and buy this fragrance. Retail wise, I think I ended up spending about 20 something bucks, about $26 when it was all said and done, plus tax. So maybe like less than 30 bucks. But it smells amazing. I'm just like, wow, $30 for this. And let's kind of break down the notes real quick. So this one here in the top, it has tobacco leaf. So that's what you're getting off the rip. You're getting that rolled tobacco, that it's leather jacket kind of tobacco, right? It smells really good. In the mid though, to kind of cut that tobacco, you got vanilla and you got cocoa. So the vanilla and the cocoa is really nice. It takes the harshness of the tobacco and it kind of brings it down, right? Like it hones it in. And then in the base, my favorite, you got the Tonka Bean, you got dried fruit, and then you got musk. So with those all put together, you got this magical, amazing sort of scent in the bottle. It's just smooth, sweet. The vibe of this, warm, light, sweet. It's like a smooth pipe with a dessert spice kind of all mixed in one, right? You can wear this fragrance for like casual dinners, little, date at the coffee shop. You could even do this for like early fall outings. So, you're going out to maybe a festival somewhere, or you're going to maybe a brunch somewhere, a day event in the fall. It's a very warm fragrance because you got the vanilla, you got the cocoa, you got the Tonka Bean. Like these are all typical notes that you want to wear in the fall, but you don't have to necessarily restrict it to the fall, right? Date nights is probably great for that as well. because of how warm it is. The vanilla, the cocoa gives it a little bit of a gourmand feel. But primarily though, again, you know, the vibe is warm. So you definitely want to, you know, break this out in the fall for sure. Don't break it out in the middle of the day in the summertime. That's a no-go. But again, it's a very warm and beautiful fragrance to wear, and only $30. Like, you just cannot beat that. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Additionally, you know, how do you dress this fragrance, right? Like, sometimes, you know, we talk about the notes, we talk about how we break, you know, the notes down and how it smells, but how do I dress this up? So you can like do like a smart casual kind of look. You know, again, it's the fall, so you can throw on a nice, you know, camel sweater, throw on some dark denim, maybe a little, you know, a pair of Chelsea boots. Again, it's very casual. It's very, very chill. So, you know, you can even throw on some sweats if you want to, right, with this. Hoodie, joggers, sneakers. You know, keep it really, really, really casual and cozy. It's fall. It's fall. So that's the kind of vibe that it goes with. You know, comfy, cozy fall. Again, date night. You can wear it there. And it's a beautiful fragrance. $30. Can't beat that. All right, y'all, this next fragrance, another cheapie, but this thing smells absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Now, I know I say that a lot, but these three fragrances I picked out tonight, like, they all are going to smell amazing. But again, for the price, I'm just going to jump right into it. So this one here, it's called Cremo Spice and Black Vanilla. Covered this on my my Instagram. It seemed initially like it was simple, right? But then I kind of dug into the notes a little bit, and there's actually a lot going on in this fragrance. On the top, you have cardamom, juniper, and citrus. The mid is going to have cashmere, vetiver, and ginger. And that cashmere, by the way, is cashmere wood, vetiver, and ginger. The base is going to have black vanilla, amber, and musk. It is cheap, $26. Beautiful atomizer. It's just, you can't really see it on camera, but wow. This Cremo is something special. It is really, really something special. And it's insane that it only cost $26 or something like that. It's like 20 something bucks. Backstory. Was walking through Target and I saw the Cremo stand, and they had like 4 different scents. And this one here, because I saw spice and black vanilla, automatic trigger for me, right? Vanilla is one of my favorite notes. Anything that's spiced, I'm just a fall scent kind of person. Tonka bean, cardamom, all that stuff, that's going to automatically draw me in. This particular fragrance, I sprayed it in the store and I said, you know what, for the price, I don't care. It could stink in the dry down. I just don't care. It smells great in the opening, which is not my normal MO, but this one will not disappoint. All the way through, from the top to the dry down, it is so consistent. It smells absolutely great. Get a pretty generous sized bottle. This is a 3.4. And again, $20, 20 something bucks. You cannot beat this. The vibe of this is kind of barbershop meets lounge, right? It's fresh, clean, it's spicy, but the vanilla adds a little bit of a sensual kind of feel. It gives it this, it tones everything down. It gives it a very smooth kind of feel. This is great for wearing it in the office, right? You can wear this on dates, date night, perfect for date night. Not a summer scent, but again, you know, it's warmer. You can wear it, you know, in the evenings if you want for a date in the summertime. But it's great for the fall. It's great for happy hour. Absolutely great for happy hour. You want to be the best smelling person in the room for a fraction of the price? Pick that up. And also just meeting people. You know, you're meeting the parents for the first time. You know, kids, throw this on. You're going to smell great. People don't realize that fragrance and scent, it leaves an impression. So people, you know, they may not remember the things that you say or even what you're wearing, but they will remember how you're smelling. And so, you know, you want that smell to be the first thing that the person catches and it grabs their attention. Scents don't necessarily get you the girl, but it will start the conversation, right? Because you smell great, you know, they want to know a little bit more about you, and it's something that kind of shows that you're put together. And you don't have to spend a gazillion dollars to do that, right? 20 something bucks, Cremo. You can dress this up, simple button up, pair of chinos, a pair of loafers, you know, just a simple casual outfit. You can even throw on a fitted black tee and some jeans and throw this scent on, and you're going to smell absolutely, absolutely amazing. Theme of the night, cheap, but smells great. Get you a bottle or two of Cremo. At Pick Corner, this last fragrance I'm going to bring you, I'm almost at a loss for words. I smelled this scent and instantly fell in love with it. It's a scent that is extremely cheap. When I say extremely cheap, like it's ridiculous. I think I bought it on Amazon for like $26 or something like that. This fragrance is actually a dupe for Killian's Angel, which can run you about $230+ a bottle, right? So again, this is a cheap fragrance that's going to smell like a really, really, really expensive fragrance. Let's just jump right into it. Khamrah Lattafa. I'm sorry, Lattafa Khamrah. Let's get it right. There we go. Beautiful presentation with the box. So here's the box here. And then we pull it out. It's crazy, $26 and you get this kind of presentation. Beautiful, beautiful bottle. Very, very fancy. You can see I'm about to buy like 2 or 3 more of these bottles because I'm telling you, it smells amazing. And I've been burning through this one. Like I've just been really, really, really enjoying this fragrance. Let's just give it, you know, a little spray. Beautiful atomizer. Listen, it's not often that I say this. This is a fragrance that you can buy, and I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Khamrah Lattafa, absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and break this one down, though. I'm going to give you the notes. So in the top, you have cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom. I'm sorry, no, cinnamon, nutmeg, and bergamot in the top. So you're going to have this very, very warm, nutty opening with a little bit of the bergamot. That citrus give you a little bit of that sweetness. In the mid, you're going to have dates, praline, and tuberose. And then for the base, you got my favorites, vanilla, tonka bean, and amber. The vibe of this, boozy, spicy, gourmand. That's the kind of feel that you're getting out of this fragrance. It's more of a formal type of fragrance. So I would say this is going to be great for evening events. It's going to be great for formal dinners. It's going to be great for cold weather events, right? You're out late night, maybe it's some type of outdoor event and it's near Christmas time or something. I don't know, the weather's cold. But because it's so warm, it's going to perform so great in the cold. And again, gourmand equals date night to me, right? Automatically, it's date night, perfect date night fragrance. This thing, the vibe of it, I mean, again, it's boozy, it's spicy, it's gourmand. It's like, the best way I could describe it is like warm apple soaked in cognac. Like, it's just that good. It smells really, 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 really great. I would dress this up. Again, wintertime, and these are all kind of fall winter fragrances, but a wool overcoat, maybe a turtleneck, nice fancy pair of trousers. You know, you want to really dress this one up, right? You know, it's a dupe for Kilian's Angel, so very expensive, very high-end fragrance. This one is like slightly different. It's about 80-90% close to how the Kilian smell. I think it smells more like Kilian's in the dry down. You get a very sweet opening initially, but then as it dries down, you start to kind of pick up a little bit of the booziness. And that's what Kilian's really has, right? I think Kilian's really opens up more with the cognac and different things, and you kind of catch that more in the top. But with this, you know, you can even wear like all black, right? You know, leather. You can wear something that is very neutral in its palette, but the fragrance is going to be the star of the show. This thing smells absolutely amazing. I ordered it on Amazon, $26. I'm probably going to order 2 more bottles. I'm burning through this bottle. I've been absolutely enjoying it. And again, cheap. It's cheap. You don't need to spend $1 million to smell great. These are 3 fragrances that I've given you that you can wear mainly date night, evening, but also in the fall. But that's $60, which $60, $70, add tax, maybe let's say $80 for 3 bottles that smell this great. That's a nice little stash to have in your collection. You don't have to own a bunch of bottles. I always say if you own about 5 good fragrances, maybe 6, maybe 7, but 5 at the minimum. You know, you have 1 good one for date night, 2 for spring, 2 for fall. That'll have you covered. You don't want to burn through 1 bottle, you know, every single day. You know, you want to have something that you can, you know, you can throw on and be able to kind of change it up. I always say 6 or 7 though, because you also want to have a couple that you can wear like to church or in the office, be able to rotate those in and out as well. Something that's not too overbearing or overpowering. But this is going to give you a great start if you're looking to kind of get into, you know, into starting your fragrance collection. But that's all I got for tonight's video. I got a bunch of other things I would love to show you. I got some awesome loafers that's come in. I got some awesome white sneakers. I got a pair of white sneakers that's being made over in Colombia right now. I'm waiting for those to come in. Loafers. We got fashion galore, but we'll save those for other videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry it's been so long. We're going to try to crank these out a little bit more often than, you know, a couple of months. It's a lot of work that we put into these videos. I want the content and the quality to be there for you guys. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. And until next time, you know, we'll talk more fragrance, talk more fashion. And thank you for tuning in to the Pick Corner. See ya.